The various Real Housewives have had some troublemakers in their midst, but most of them don't end up behind bars. Teresa Giudice of the Real Housewives of New Jersey served her prison sentence and got out, and now she's coming out with a book. Apparently, being on a reality show about her life isn't enough to tell her story. What remains to be seen, however, is whether the infamous table flipper has produced a page-turner. Teresa Giudice's book is titled Standing Strong. It comes out on October 3rd, so it's still more than a month away. Teresa's previous book, Turning the Tables, was a real memoir, chronicling her life up to and including prison. Standing Strong, on the other hand, will reportedly detail her life since leaving prison. Teresa Giudice got out of prison in late December of 2015, so this book won't even cover 2 whole years. But reportedly, Teresa's book will focus on 3 things. Raising 4 daughters. Being a single mother, while her husband is serving his lengthier prison sentence. The darker times in her life, that means prison, and that means the death of her mother. Teresa teases that there will be some housewives gossip, of course. And then there's the big one. I talk a lot about my relationship with Joe. I don't think I have ever been more honest about my true feelings regarding my marriage. I think my honesty is going to shock some people, including my husband, but it's how I feel. We'll get to the Joe stuff in a moment, because that statement is all kinds of ambiguous. Honestly, we're not seeing this as the tell-all that many people seem to want to believe. It looks more like the Real Housewife of Eat, Pray, Love, right? She's even doing yoga, tree pose, a play on the book's title, on the cover. From what we know so far, this book seems less about spilling secrets and more about brand management. And probably gathering a little extra, much-needed pocket money, right? So long as she doesn't hide these proceeds from the government, right? But, you may wonder, what does being honest about Joe mean? Let's dive into that topic. Some have speculated that Teresa will use this book to slam Joe for putting her and their entire family in their predicament. Honestly, that's so tempting to believe, right? Because it kind of does seem to be all his fault. But we don't see that happening. And if we're wrong, we're wrong. We'll all find out in, like, a month and a half. For the sake of her children, we feel like Teresa's going to spin things in as positive a manner as possible and paint the picture of them all working through these tough times and coming out stronger. That's just common sense. We're sure that she's going to talk about anger. Can you even talk about Teresa Giudice without talking about anger? There's a time and a place for throwing your husband under the bus. And we'd be totally supportive if she did, don't get us wrong. But we don't see her using this book for that. This book is an opportunity to promote her brand. She can't erase her prison sentence, but she can tie it into the image that she wants to cultivate and use it for self-promotion and to make a little money. That is going through tough times and using it to make yourself stronger.